You might have seen this image. It made TMZ. It made the rounds across social media, and it's a 44-foot statue of the incredible manly and sexually, what's the word I would look for? I was going to try to say something positive about Donald Trump and his physique, but I just can't find the words. So I'll just let you decide on that one. But anyway, the statue of Donald Trump, 44 feet, nude, naked, showing his genitalia and all, if anybody wanted to see that. So the Nevada Republican Party put out a statement strongly condemning what they call the deplorable statue of President Donald J. Trump. Now, I want to read this statement for you, and then I'll comment on it. The Nevada Republican Party strongly condemns the deplorable statue of President Donald J. Trump recently hung from a crane along Interstate 15. While families drive through Las Vegas, they're forced to view this offensive, Marietta, designed intentionally for shock value rather than meaningful dialogue. President Trump and Republicans are focused on delivering results that matter, reducing inflation, securing our... Okay, I can't even read the rest. It makes me want to vomit. First of all, where were your condemnations? Where were you when Donald Trump attacked POWs? Where were you when Donald Trump attacked women on looks? Where were you when Donald Trump was found liable for sexual abuse, the judge characterizing it as rape? Why didn't you condemn January 6th? Where were you when those in this state and many states across the country were involved in alleged fake electorate schemes? Why weren't you condemning any of that stuff? Where are you today? Are you condemning Donald Trump when he went to the site of a terrible hurricane where so many people lost their lives and lied about communications between Joe Biden and Governor Kemp? Did you condemn any of that stuff? Have you ever condemned Donald Trump for anything when he said grab him by the P word? No. Because like many Republicans in this country, they are cowards and they are hypocrites. They won't condemn Donald Trump for anything. They won't condemn him for his attacks on minorities. They won't condemn him for his attacks on people of the Jewish faith, people of the Christian faith. You all need to get your head examined, he said, if you don't support me. But the Nevada Republican Party, just like many other Republican parties across the country, will not condemn Donald Trump for anything because they all wear the Donald Trump knee pads and they all kiss the ring of Donald Trump. But God forbid if somebody, an artist in this case, makes a 44-foot statue of Donald Trump that happens to be nude, and by the way, pretty accurately most likely describes his body. I don't know what he looks like naked, and I don't want to know what he looks like naked, but I think it pretty accurately describes his physique. But they strongly condemn it so much that they put out this statement. But any of the stuff that Donald Trump does, whether it be inciting violence or say, I'd like to rough that guy up, or attacking women, or saying these Mexicans crossing the border, they're rapists and they're criminals, and I suppose some of them are good people. The list goes on and on, attacking John McCain's service. They won't condemn any of that stuff. They'll talk about drag queens. They'll talk about banning books, and they'll attack our teachers because they're all indoctrinating our kids, right? They'll condemn all that stuff. But when it comes to gun violence in this country, thoughts and prayers, no policy. Ladies and gentlemen, when people tell you, or at least try to tell you who they are, believe them. The Nevada Republican Party can shove this up their rear with their condemnations. They have zero credibility. They have people that run for office who tell black people that are running for office that they should be hanging from a crane. That's right. One Republican that ran for office as Attorney General told her black opponent that he should be hanging from a crane. Funny, we didn't see the Nevada Republican Party condemning those statements, did we? What's more harmful, you think? Now, a national story, Michelle Fiore, who's a MAGA moron, is probably going to go to jail for stealing money. When she put panties over her face during COVID, mocking people for wearing masks, did the Nevada Republican Party condemn her behavior? No. When Michelle Fiore slut-shamed the wonderful wife and mother that I just had on the show, first segment, Amy Tarkanian, because Amy didn't support her candidacy. Did the Nevada Republican Party condemn that? No. Because they have no backbone and they're cowards and they have no credibility. But the second somebody, an artist in this case, makes a 44-foot tall Donald Trump, they'll condemn it and they'll say it's the worst thing in the world. Oh my God, all the families that are driving by. Let me tell you something. This gave a lot of people a lot of entertainment. I'm sure a lot of kids saw this and said, "Who's that, Daddy? Who's that, Mommy? That's funny." I'm sure it provided people a lot more good than bad in very difficult times where maybe people had a smile on their face. I know Republicans that saw this story and they laughed. They thought it was funny. But the Nevada Republican Party wants to condemn it. It's the worst thing in the world, right? Just like drag queens. They're the worst. They're indoctrinating our kids. Oh, really? Do you want to talk about gun control? Oh, no, let's not talk about that. More guns make us safer. These people are dangerous. They're dangerous for this country. There are attacks on the gay community. There are attacks on transgenders. There are attacks on drag queens. There are attacks on women, quite frankly. They want to tell you what to do with your own bodies. I am sick of these people. They are the biggest hypocrites in the world. And they think this sculpture of Donald Trump, or whatever you'd like to call it, that's 44 feet tall, is so horrible that the Nevada Republican Party has to put out a statement and condemn it. Liable rapist? That's okay. We'll support that guy. That's all right. Attacking our POWs, calling them suckers and losers, attacking women on looks? That's okay. We don't need to put a statement out for that. But God forbid if somebody makes a 44-foot tall sculpture of Donald Trump, oh, that's just the worst thing in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the Republican Party